What is happening, fellow pioneers of human transportation? Yogi Steve, ESA, the Electric Scooter Academy. Videos about high-powered scooters. Here we go with my first review of the Dualtron Storm. I've had it for 12 days. I've done about 350 miles. I've done about 5 delivery shifts of 30 to 40 miles, and I've taken it out for a couple of pleasure rides where I take it up to about 45 miles per hour. I know the scooter can go faster than that. I just haven't gone faster than 45 yet. The main benefit of the Storm compared to the Ultras and any other scooter that I've ridden before is just the general ride quality. So the comfort of the ride is just the biggest difference for me. The roads around here are terrible. I'm constantly going over potholes. I'm doing 30 or 40 miles in a 3 or 4 hour shift. You know, it's physically tiring. The better the scooter, the easier it is. The Ultras are a great scooter for delivery. It's super high level. It's just the Storm as far as comfort, as far as the suspension goes, it's just like one step above. I can go over these huge gaps in the road and I won't feel the pressure of it. I feel like the suspension will absorb it. And, you know, it's not like you can visually catch every hole in the road. When you ride a lot, you're occasionally going to go over spots in the road that you wish you wouldn't have gone over, and the Storm just sort of eats the road. I really also like sort of the point and feel turning of the Storm. I don't think scooters are in general good at cornering or turning. The Storm, though, I don't know, the wheels feel wider. It feels like I can turn and point in the direction I want to go, sit into it, lean into it, and the scooter can actually corner. I've probably been pushing it harder than I should as I build confidence with it. I'm really finding myself pushing hard into these turns. I know the scooter can kick out from underneath me. If I do that, I gotta be careful, but the Storm just gives me that feeling that I still have my center of gravity when I'm off to the side. I love that it has a big deck. I love that I can get both my feet at the back of the deck so I can put my delivery box up front, stand at the back. I, at this point, stand at the back of the scooter even without the box. I love the huge deck. I'm barely using the fin. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the fin, to be honest with you, but it's good to know that it's there. Occasionally I'm playing with it a little bit, but the deck is so big I can have both my feet at the back of the deck from heel to toe. I really like the tubeless tires. I guess I'm going to have to learn how to change those. It's a little different than the tube tires, but I definitely like sort of the strong sensation you get with these tires that you don't have to worry about your tube blowing, you just have to worry about a puncture. So I'm going to put in some sort of a sealant soon. I still haven't done it yet, but the tires, they're doing great at 350. The scooter has an amazing lighting system, which I haven't really used yet. It has all these fancy lights on the stem, the side deck. It blasts the word Dualtron onto the ground and the lighting. It's very cool, but I don't ride at night. But if I do take it out at night, it needs like lights at the handlebar. Most guys who ride scooters, even with all these fancy lights, and they always have lights at the handlebar pointing forward and slightly down. But, you know, if I went out at night, I'd have to add that. This scooter's got the upgraded hinge with sort of like the double pinch gear nut. I'm not sure what to call it, but it looks like the gear nut is 2 pieces kind of pinching together. In the warranty, they rate it at 6,000 miles as opposed to the original hinge and gear nut, and the whole system there is rated at 4,000 miles. You look in the warranty, a lot of people don't know that, but Dualtron tells you at 7,000 kilometers, 4,200 miles on the Ultra and the Thunder, you really should replace your entire hinge, your gear nut, your stem bolt, all that stuff. This one they're rating for 6,000 miles. We'll see. So far, this stem is not squeaking like the classic ungreased Dualtron stem, but it is making a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of sound. But at 350 miles, it's still really just brand new, so I don't know. I think it's cool that it's got a great, easy-to-reach horn on the left side. It is loud as hell. I barely use it. I don't want to anger drivers, but it is super loud. It's got a great horn. It's got the great removable battery if you need that for whatever reason. I have no use for it. My battery's probably going to stay in the deck forever, but I can imagine a lot of different scenarios where people love this idea of the removable battery. I'm sure that's a big part of the cost of this scooter, creating it this way where you can pull the battery out, charge it somewhere else, or swap it with another battery. But I don't, I can get 40, 45 miles out of one battery. It's plenty for me. I know it's got 55 mile per hour top speed. I haven't done it yet. It feels strong at 45. It feels like it's probably going to need a speed damper. I generally don't drive faster than 40, 45. It's holding tight there, but I can tell at higher speeds, if I let go of a handlebar, I can feel, it's not wobbly, okay, but I can feel through all the experience I have riding that at higher speeds, this thing is going to want to go side to side. I think it's because of the types of tires more than anything else, but you probably want to put a speed damper on this if you're going to drive it fast regularly. It's got turn signals. I don't use them. I don't think drivers can see them. I think they're a waste, but it's got turn signals. That's pretty cool. Maybe some cons now are the handlebars are just too low. Since the deck is higher, the handlebars are lower. Even though when I put the Ultra and the Storm side by side, they're the same height. Took me a second to figure out what the hell was going on there, but then I realized, oh, the Storm's deck is higher, so it feels like the handlebars are further away. I definitely need to add the extenders. They're way too far. I've learned how to sit into it and ride it, but I need to extend the handlebars for sure. It's got that great big 72 volt battery. I think it's a little small as far as amp hourage goes. I feel like if you're going to have a 72 volt scooter, you know, if you blast that thing at full speed, Ginger on Storm did it, you're only getting 20 miles. You would think you'd want a little bigger amp hourage battery in this scooter, which is what's great about, I think, the Dualtron Thunder 2. That scooter has a 72 volt 40 amp hour battery in kind of a smaller package than the Storm. I really can't wait to see that scooter in person, but maybe the battery is a little small but powerful. And that's it, man. Pretty much I love it. To me, it's just an elite level of riding experience. If you want to buy one, click the link in the description. I get a little kickback from that. But, you know, I don't make a lot of money from the affiliates. I really believe in Dualtron line of products. Right now, I'm just riding 2 Ultras and the Storm. Okay, guys, please subscribe to the channel. That helps a lot. Like the video. Leave a comment down below. Ask me questions. Be nice, and I'll always talk back. Thanks for your support.